Hello everyone, welcome. So recently I got the old Wii down, Nintendo Wii, up down from the attic. Booted it back up. It's been a long time. Blew the dust off it, and I immediately whacked on Mario Kart Wii. Probably heard of it. Probably heard of it. Classic game. Everyone played it. Gamers and non-gamers alike adored it. It was a classic. It was insane. It was just a brilliant little game. And I was playing it back, and you just play it and you forget all the brilliant tracks that were on there. There were so many good ones. And the thing is, when you speak to people about it, everyone mentions, oh, you got your coconut malls, your mushroom gorges, and your moo moo meadows, and so on and so forth. But there's so many maps you just forget about. So many you forget about, and so many you think, I don't even remember playing these as a child. I don't remember, you know what I mean? And you think, wow, no one ever talks about these ones. So this is a little video. It's just basically what it is it's just going through a few of the really underrated Mario Kart Wii maps. So without further ado, let's just kick it off. Let's just go straight into it. So straight off the back, coming in from left field, we got Downtown Underground. Now, a bit weird. You might be thinking, Downtown Underground. Didn't think he was going to bring that one up. But yeah, you look at it. You got the purple buildings. It just looks amazing. You got that, the purple lights in all the buildings. This real metropolis, real cityscape. And it's kind of reminiscent of that other one that's on the motorway. Don't remember what it's called. Not as good. And something I really like about this one is the simplicity of it. A lot of Mario Kart levels, they try and do these kind of intricate tracks where it's turn left, turn right, all this stuff. This is a square, simple square. Left, 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 left. You know which way you're going. You're never going to get confused. You're never going to get lost. You got this lovely bridge. You got that big guy with the chain going around him. He's going up and down the map. He's freaking you out. Just a brilliant map. Honestly, one of the ones again. Don't have a great memory of this as a kid. Don't know if you do, but yeah, absolute classic. So we're just coming in first with that one. Let's move into the next one. So second, we got Desert Raceway. Another weird one, another one you might not remember too well. Desert Raceway, absolute classic. Got that real kind of simple look. Looks like, could have been on the Nintendo 64, could have been on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, could have been on any of them. Really is a classic. I mean, there's just so many lovely bits of this map that you kind of forget about. I mean, just, you got those twists and turns, you got the little bits of debris, you got the pyramids around, and you got some palm trees next to the pyramids. You got these weird sort of geodes coming out of the ground. It's so much fun. It's just a great map, and I don't know why people don't talk about it more. But to be honest, everyone loves that one, but I'm going to do something weird. I'm going to come in with another desert map. I've got Desert Fort up next. Desert Fort. Again, who's thinking Desert Fort? Who's thinking Mario Kart Wii and thinking Desert Fort? Me. I'm thinking it. It's an absolute classic. It really is. It's arguably better than Desert Raceway or whatever the last one's called. I can't actually remember. It's got classic bits, It's got the bit with the boats, with the fellas around. It's got the one of my favourite shortcuts in the whole game, behind this weird sort of PNG of some leaves. You go through, nice little shortcut, you don't know where you're going, and then you come out and you're right in front. Brilliant, insane map. Just one of the classics in my opinion. And listen, I don't want to be accused of being a people pleaser. I don't want everyone to think, he's just pandering or whatnot. But I know how much hate I'd get if I didn't bring up Evening Harbour. It's an absolute, it's a staple of the games. It's in all of them really. It's an absolute classic. Evening Harbour. Just look at that. You got that kind of like dusk, that sunset kind of feeling. Evening, obviously, hence the name. Just an utterly beautiful map. Autumnal, just really nice. Kind of again quite a simple map, but just really. One of those ones when you think of Mario Kart Wii, you think of that, or I do. I think more people should probably be talking about it, as I've been saying, in sort of Mario Kart related conversations, not otherwise, but just in conversations about Mario Kart, it should be mentioned. Well, ladies and gents, it's got to be done. It's got to be brought up, and you know which one's next. It's Flowery Greenhouse. Really a personal favourite of mine. Obviously, this isn't any particular order, but this really is a personal favourite of mine. You shrunk down, you're driving around a little greenhouse, there's flowers around, it's flowery. You go through a big sort of like toilet tube, and you're in there, you're in the greenhouse. Just really one of those ones that you can't help but remember it, can't help but live on. You can't help but closing your eyes at night, and you're in Flowery Greenhouse. That's what happens to me most nights. Just a really brilliant map. Big flowers, big greenhouse, little cars. That's kind of all you can really ask for, to be honest. Whoa, hold the phone. It's Desert Bone. Desert Bone. Who remembers this one? This is a classic. If you like pyramids, you're laughing. Look how many bloody pyramids there's. Pyramid, dotted around everywhere. You got a couple trees dotted around, and you know, inexplicably, the normal sort of boost thing is replaced with red arrows. Yeah, it's just amazing. The kind of dirt on the ground, the kind of brown sand. You got the spinning sunflowers. You got really anything you can want. And on top of that, as I said before, pyramids galore. Pyramids galore. So yeah, Desert Bone coming in clutch. It's gotta be done. It's gotta be done. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who has the dimmest dungeon of them all? Mario Kart Wii does, because it's Dim Dungeon. A lot of people probably didn't think I was going to mention Dim Dungeon, but I think it just kind of is a real contrast to a lot of the other Mario Kart maps. It's so dim, it's so dungeon-like, it's so dungeon. That's stupid. No other Mario Kart maps really take place in a dungeon, and I think that's kind of something. I'd like it if they sort of went darker with it, maybe had some sort of medieval torture devices or something like that. But obviously it is a children's game, so they probably kind of didn't lean too much into the dungeon element of it. But yeah, obviously had to bring up Dim Dungeon. Yeah, hopefully some of you agree with that in the comments. Don't want to cause too much controversy, but yeah, Dim Dungeon is coming in at this point in the video. Oh, here we go. What's this? It's Fishdom Island. Fishdom Island, maybe. Who knows? Who knows how it's pronounced? They don't really speak in these games. This is another just absolute staple classic. It's Fishdom Island. Not really sure which part of the Mario universe this takes place in. A little bit strange, a little bit sort of weird, kind of this purple, purple sort of dreamscape kind of thing. Really enjoying it. Kind of takes place in a real void. Really love this map. Yeah, not really that much more to say about Fishdom Island. Kind of just like the name, to be honest. Not really much else to it. It's not the best one on this list. It's probably the worst one on this list, but it does have a massive floating fish, and it does have a funny name. So yeah, that's Fishdom Island. Who remembers it? And last but not least, it has to be done. You did not think I was going to do one of these lists without mentioning the map that you have to mention. You have to mention in one of these lists. It's Divine Temple. It just really kind of sums up everything Mario Kart Wii was about. It's really got that real, kind of esoteric, just that vibe, the real vibe about it. Really kind of like has some quite religious, perhaps Buddhist undertones. Don't know much about it, to be honest. But yeah, just this lovely purple. You got this purple. You got the weird sort of playroom bit that's slightly creepy, and it just takes place in the sky. In this kind of, it's sort of similar to Evening Harbour in a lot of ways. Kind of a sunset in the sky. Just utterly beautiful map. Really just one of my personal favourites. I don't want to pick favourites, but it is one of my personal favourites. So yeah, everyone, thanks so much for watching. That was just. I'm gonna do another one of these probably. Just kind of revisiting some of these lovely Mario Kart Wii maps that maybe some of us have forgotten, and maybe some of us a little shake, just to remember them, just to remember all the good ones that were in the game. So yeah, thanks so much for reliving, taking this little trip down memory lane with me. If you're so inclined, maybe just get that Nintendo Wii down from the attic, whack it on, blow the dust off it, and give a couple of these maps a try, and let me know in the comments what you think of them, because yeah, they just make the game for me in a lot of ways. I think the game would not be the same without them. So yeah, thanks a million, thanks a jillion for watching, and I'll see you next time.